Wait, what is that? Wait, what just happened? What? What was that? Guys, I can't move. How we doing, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a little something different. We're going to be taking a trip under Loot Lake. Yes, that's right. In this video, I'm going to be going down under Loot Lake, and you guys can follow along too if you are interested. And if you've been out of the loop recently, of course, Fortnite Season 5 is coming to an end, and the Fortnite cube has gone into Loot Lake, and it has turned purple. Lots of people, including myself, have been wondering if there's any kind of like volcano or something under there, so in this video, we're decided to do just that and go under Loot Lake. And you guys won't believe what happened to me at the end when I actually went under Loot Lake. Getting right into it, there are two methods to this like I mentioned before, and this first method is going to be a lot easier. However, you won't be able to see what is actually under Loot Lake. You're only going to be able to see it for a few seconds. And the second method is pretty hard and quite tedious, but it is very rewarding because you get to physically go under Loot Lake, and there is something crazy that happens once you get under there. Before we start, if any member of Epic Games is watching this, guys, I am only doing this on playground mode, so I'm not really doing this to, gain an advantage. I'm just showing everyone out there that this glitch exists, and hopefully it does get patched in the next update. Alright guys, so once you get in the game, you're probably going to want to go to Tilted Towers because you're going to want to be going through a lot of chests, because what we're going to need to do this first casual method, so this is again method number 1, is find a guided rocket launcher. And that's why I'm going through all these chests here to try to see if I can find one, because you're going to go through a lot of them because it is a pretty rare spawn. It is epic and legendary. If you are following along with me, most likely in playground mode, you're going to want to go and look for supply drops because they have a 20% chance of dropping a guided missile. And on top of that, I know they are also super useful, as well as they have a bunch of materials and other kinds of equipment that we are going to need later on in the video. Unless you want to be like me and look through a bunch of chests like I did before realizing that there was a 20% spawn rate. And there is actually a 1.2% spawn rate for chests, so good luck trying to find it like I did. Also, very quick rant, in my opinion, this is probably the worst part of trying to do anything in playground mode, because you gotta find everything. You gotta find, like, if you're looking for a specific item, you can't just, like, spawn it in or anything, like in Minecraft or other games like that. You literally have to go around looking chest by chest to supply drop and hope that it spawns for you, and if it doesn't, then you're just straight out of luck. Alright guys, so after a very long session of looking for this item, I finally found it, the guided missile, and we got lucky and it is a legendary. So what we're going to want to do now is head over to Loot Lake to do this trick. Also, if you want, you can grab yourself some ammo boxes just so you don't run out of missiles in case you do the trick wrong. Alright, so once you're at the middle of the lake, so like right here, you can fire a missile here. I'm going to do it here in a second. I just want to show you guys that you probably want to have a high sensitivity mouse, or change your sensitivity settings so that they're really high, because the missile is kind of slow with the mouse movement or whatever, but it is really weird. But once you do it, so once I have my mouse settings, like I'm going to put them up right now. So, okay, so my mouse settings are turned up now, so once you could fire it like this, hit it down like this, and then you can see that, like, so that you can see there for a split second that I did actually see the underside of Loot Lake. But guys, that's not all that happens once you get under Loot Lake, because looking under it is one thing, but going under it and actually seeing what's going on is a completely different story, because it's completely different down there. You're going to want to watch to the end. So of course, this glitch is just a very basic graphical glitch, but the reason I'm making this video is because I actually figured out how to physically get yourself down under there, and it is a lot more interesting because there is a crazy glitch that does happen if you do jump up from under there. I'm going to show you guys that right now. One last warning, guys, this next method is going to be very time consuming if you do want to see what's under Loot Lake, but feel free to keep on watching to just see what's under there if you just are curious and you don't want to do it. But very quickly, I have a challenge for you guys. If you can leave a like on this video within the next 5 seconds, I guarantee you that you guys will have amazing luck for the next 5 years. Alright, so I'm heading back to Tilted Towers now, and that is for a very specific reason. What we are going to do is we are going to glitch ourselves into this mountain here. The reason we're going to glitch ourselves into this mountain here is because if you don't know the way Fortnite works, it has some boundaries where, it's collision boundaries where if you touch something, it'll touch back. It acts like a normal object, but there is actually a way using shopping carts to manipulate that to the way that you can actually get yourself inside the boundary to the point where you go inside the map and under Loot Lake. And again, I only recommend if you guys do this in playground mode, because obviously if you're doing it in a normal game mode, you could have an advantage over other people and you could get banned for that, and I'm not responsible if you do get banned or anything like that. I'm just trying to show you guys and Epic Games, if they do see this video, that this is an actual glitch that's in the game. So for this second method, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take a shopping cart, and this glitch actually does work best in this northeast part of the map here at Tilted Towers, but I'm pretty sure you can do it anywhere where any mountain can pretty much swallow up most, if not all, of this ramp. Preferably, you're going to want to be as close to Loot Lake as possible when you're doing this, because if you are any farther, then you're going to have issues with mats. Because the way it works under the Fortnite map and under Loot Lake and all of that is that there are some areas where if you don't have mats, you can't get across, so it's kind of crazy. This is where things start to get a little more advanced, so make sure to pay attention here and watch it over a few times if you aren't understanding it. But basically, what you're going to want to do, follow the gameplay of what I'm doing right here. This is me building it for the first time, or one of the few times of me doing it. You're going to want to build up to the point where I am right here. Then back down so that the ramp is touching the mountain, but also you have to build that last piece there because as you did see, I did fall off there. So guys, this area right here where the ramp is touching the mountain is where we're going to glitch ourselves inside the mountain to get under Loot Lake. So what I did was move the shopping cart back up to that area there, and I have a little flat area so that I can actually rest the cart once that's all done and over with. But this is where things get really advanced here. As I said, make sure everything as well, make sure to have like a door or something so that, you know, you could actually open it if you need to get new carts, because you are going to be going through a lot of shopping carts with this as well. And as well as that, you're going to want to have, you know, this entire area boxed off so that, you know, if you do mess up, you are going to have, you know, a way to get your shopping cart back. Because trust me, I've had a lot of infuriating moments where the shopping cart either fell off or just like, you know, disappeared entirely, and it became a big issue for me. So yeah, make sure to box yourself in once you're done. Getting into the actual technique of this, you are going to want to move the shopping cart up as I'm doing right here, and then let go and then get out of the way so that the shopping cart handle hits the inside of the mountain. Now this is where things start to get a lot more luck based, because the way you angle the cart and the way the handle is actually in the cart and a lot of other factors is like if it's in the corner or not are going to factor in whether you get into the map or not. This is where it gets really hard, and it is pretty much based off of luck like I mentioned before, guys. But seriously, don't give up, because it took me about half an hour to an hour once I actually got it here. But once I did, it was actually super rewarding, because I will show you guys what actually happens once you get inside the map and go under Loot Lake. From there, what you have to do is place a flat mat right over you and the shopping cart, crouch down so that you're all in it, corner the shopping cart, and then press E twice really quickly to see if you were lucky enough to get it aligned. So getting the shopping cart perfectly aligned with the mountain is half the battle. The other half of the battle is pressing E and checking if it actually is aligned and then getting inside. And the way you're going to want to do it is press E very quickly like you would like you're getting in and out. And with any luck, what you're seeing on the screen is me doing it for the first time. So if you do this properly and you follow the steps, you should be doing exactly what I'm doing right here. Congratulations, you are officially under the map, and you are going to make your way over to Loot Lake right now. And I'm going to show you guys what you can actually do here underground, since everything here functions a little differently. First off, you're going to want to have a lot of mats, so hopefully you did stock up on mats, because you are going to need them to make your way over to Loot Lake. Luckily, there is a little area right there where you can start chaining mats, and you can start, you know, actually placing them down so you can make your way over to the lake. But you are not going to want to jump down into the blue water, because that actually is water. It's not a bottomless pit. It is kind of like a bottomless pit in the way that you die. However, if you do die, you have to do the entire thing over again, and you probably would want to be as careful as you can when you're doing this. Once you've maneuvered yourself under Loot Lake, you are officially under Loot Lake. Like, that's it. Like, you are really under the map, and it is the coolest thing once you get under there. And in my opinion, I think it's super rewarding. And if you don't know, those little rock things, those little dots are actually rocks. And as you can see here, I'm pretty much, you know, sending a screenshot to my friend, Mr. Top 5, who I was actually recording this video with. I will actually post his link in the description if you are interested in checking him out. Really cool guy. He makes some great videos. So now getting to the part that you guys have all been waiting for. Now, I was actually pretty curious when I tested this out. Since Loot Lake is bouncy from the top, what would happen if I was under the map and I jumped in and touched the bottom of Loot Lake from the bottom? Will it bounce me back down? Will I get bounced back up above the map? What would happen? Well, the results are shocking, and I'm going to show you guys here in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so like, what would happen if I were to like jump up on the bottom of Loot Lake? I'm going to try it here in 3, 2, 1. Wait, what is that? Wait, what just happened? What? What was that? Guys, I can't move. Where am I going? Guys, I'm all over Loot Lake. What's happening? How did I get here so fast? What's happening to my character? What is going on? Okay, I'm really confused. What's happening? What were to happen if, like, I were to build on myself? I think I'm stuck. Like, I can't move. Yeah, like, I think if I build, wait, what? Where am I? What just happened? How am I over here? How am I over here? What just happened? That is the craziest glitch I have ever seen. Anyways, that is going to do it for this video. If you guys did enjoy at any point, make sure to leave a like. If you guys do want to see a part 2 where I try to like launch stuff at under Loot Lake, so if something crazy happens, I can record it for you guys and we can see what would happen together. And if you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to the channel with notifications on. I do crazy stuff like this with Fortnite every day, so make sure to subscribe. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.